Do you have any dream that you want to achieve? Is it difficult for you to define goals for your life? Or do you want to learn the method that the most successful people in the world use to accomplish their dreams? If you are interested in finding these answers, this video is for you. Welcome to the channel Secrets of Happiness. In order to achieve your highest personal goals in life, you should study, apply the knowledge and understanding that people from other cultures have used to achieve their own long-lasting happiness. Within this channel, we help you in 3 ways. Number 1, we select and share the best resources available from a multitude of backgrounds from each corner of the earth. Number 2, we teach you how to put these methods and principles into use in a completely friendly and easy to understand manner so you can achieve your own personal goals. And finally, because of my love and passion for teaching other people, I will give you simple step-by-step exercises, completely free. I'm Juan Camilo Lovera, passionately convinced that you have the abilities to accomplish anything you want in life. I hope to be your friend in every step of the way. Without further ado, we begin! Hey, this is Juan Camilo from Secrets of Happiness. I'm today in Vietnam, in Da Nang, which is my favorite city. This is my second time here, and I really love this place. You can find a beach, you have mountains. It's a city, but it's not so crowded. It's not very touristic, but you can find also a little bit of Western culture. For me, it's perfect. I can live here, not now, but for sure I will do it in a couple of years. Okay, today we're going to study the third principle of our 9 principles in order to live with eternal happiness. This is the third one, so if you wanna check the previous ones, just go for it. If you remember the fable, there was a part where it says that the tulip saw the most beautiful, astonishing, handsome and vital bee she had ever seen. Imagine that, a very beautiful bee. We are going to associate, in order to remember this principle, this vital bee, this handsome guy, with our dreams. Because in the specific moment that she saw this vital bee, he was her goal. He was her dream. I used to use an analogy to help you to understand this better. Imagine that for humans, dreams are like the batteries for our cell phones. If our cell phone do not have a battery, it's died. You cannot turn on your device. It's exactly the same for us. For humans, dreams and goals are that power, that sense that give us a meaning to our lives. If we don't have dreams, we're just living, but we are not enjoying to the fullest our life because we don't know where we want to go. It's important to have dreams. And today we are going to find how to define dreams if you don't have any dream, because that is something in common. When I ask some people, okay, which is your dream? Which kind of things you want to achieve? They don't know, they are just living your life. And don't feel bad if this is your case. This video is for you and I am helping you in this process. When you study the lives of the most successful people in the world, not just now, but also in the history, you will find that they are real humans. They do not have superpowers. So what makes them different? Because they came from different backgrounds. Some of them from poor families, some of them from rich families. They came from all over the world. India, China, the States, Canada, Spain, Argentina, Colombia, it doesn't matter. Today we're going to learn the big difference. It's natural for humans to dream. Maybe you dream with having a Ferrari, to have a big house, to travel all over the world. But the main difference between successful and average people is that successful people take action on their dreams. Action! They do not just dream, they give a first, a second, a third, a fourth step in order to achieve their dreams. That's what makes the big difference. And today we're gonna learn how to do this process with each one of the goals and dreams that you want for your life. I wanna share with you a story. 3 years ago, when I had my company and all this background that I already shared with you, I was in a class in my university and it finished. And when I finished the class, I went out from the classroom and I saw a poster in the wall. It says, Seed Capital Contest. And the deadline was like 5 days after that day. So I just have like 5 days. I saw that poster and I felt something inside me like, hey guy, this is for you. Because at that point, I was needing money. I was needing funding in order to keep growing my company. I arrived to my house. I went to the website. I read all the conditions and I did everything. I applied. I did a video in order to explain why I thought that I was deserving this prize. After 6 weeks, I won the first prize and I won 30 million Colombian pesos. That's like $10,000 or $15,000. At that point, that was very useful and meaningful for my business. But why I shared this with you? Because most of the entrepreneurs maybe saw the poster and just says, oh yes, that will be very good to have this money for your business, but they do not take action. My difference was that I saw the poster, I felt the same, I thought the same, but I took action. And this is the way to achieve your goals. Even big goals or small goals. All of them have the same structure, the same methodology. And here it is. This methodology is from Tony Robbins. If you do not know who is him, I invite you to watch his videos. What is the first thing in order to have dreams? In order to define our goals, before achieving our goals, before taking action, we need to know which are our goals, don't you think? To do that, the first step is to define your personal categories for improvement. Your what? What is this? This is very simple. Your personal categories for improvement are areas of your life that you consider the most important ones in order to have a balanced and successful life. If you just have dreams in your professional area, maybe you can become a very successful entrepreneur and businessman or woman, but you will have bad health, you will be with bad relationships, and so on. I will give you an example, and this is my personal example. My personal categories for improvement are 7. This is my example, I repeat. Number 1, enjoyment. To enjoy each day of your life. Number 2, relationships. Not just intimate relationships with your friends, with your family, and so on. Category number 3, health. Number 4, finances. Number 5, purpose of life. If you do not know about this, I have a special video that is the first principle. Check it right now here. Category number 6, self-improvement. And category number 7, my hobbies. So if you see, I'm trying to covering what is most important for me, and I know that maybe for you will be more categories, less categories, different categories. The important thing is that you define your personal categories. So that's the first step. And there is a step which is part of the first one, let's say it's like 1.1. And it's after you have those categories, write them in a way that sparks you passion. Not just, for example, enjoyment. Enjoyment, and like bored, you know? What is enjoyment? Instead of enjoyment, the name of that personal category for me is enjoy to the fullest now. Enjoy to the fullest now. With the second one, relationships, the name of that category for me is outstanding friendships. Outstanding friendships. Much more passionate, much more inspiring. For the third one, which was health, the name of my category is powerful health and fitness. Powerful health and fitness. And so on. So begin thinking on your own personal categories for improvement. The second step is to define your goals per category of personal improvement. In my case, I have 7. That means that at least I will have 7 goals. Why at least? Because each category can have 1 or more goals or more dreams. When you think about goals, do not think about activities. Do not think about actions. Instead of that, you are going to think on outcomes, which is the result that you want to get at the end of that goal, which is the outcome. This is the most important part of this method. Do not think on activities, do not think on to-dos, do not think on tasks. Think on what? On outcomes, on results. Remember, outcomes and results, that's what you really need to think on. When you define each one of your goals, check that these 3 things. We are going to use the word SAM to remember, S-A-M. S, specific. Each goal might be specific. A, achievable. Not impossible or very long things. If you just have 1 month and you want to have your Ferrari and you have $0 in your account, maybe it's very extremely difficult. Yeah, so achievable. And the third one, M, measurable. So we are going to see some examples. Come back to my own life. The first personal category for improvement was enjoyment. Enjoy to the fullest now. So I defined 1 goal for this category, which is I will easily be aware of the power of now each day of the year by December 31st of 2017. Let's check. Is it specific? Yes. I will easily be aware of the power of now. What is the power of now? Well, I will do a video of this later in order to teach you. But it's to be present, to enjoy this specific moment, this second, because this is what you really have. So I want to enjoy each day of my life the power of now. That's my first goal. Is it achievable? Yes, because I know which is the power of now. If I give you that goal, you don't know what is the power of now. So you first need to, let's say, it's achievable for me, okay? And it's measurable? Yes, because I'm saying each day and I'm setting a deadline by December 31st of 2017. What does it mean? That I will check it on that date, and if I achieve it, it's check, I did it. Okay, second goal. I will easily talk and share amazing moments every 2 weeks with my 4 closest friends by December 31st of 2017. Is it specific? Yes. I'm saying that I want to talk and share amazing moments, not any moment, not any kind of moment, not amazing moments, every 2 weeks with my 4 closest friends. I'm not saying just with my best friends or with my friends. No, with my 4, and I know which are my 4 closest friends, yes? Is it achievable? Yes, that will demand me a lot of effort in order to talk with them at least every 2 weeks, but it's achievable. I hope so. This is one of my goals for the next year. And is it measurable? Yes, it's every 2 weeks, it's 4 closest friends, and I set a deadline. And the final example, for the third personal category for improvement, my third goal is I will easily do my morning ritual, which includes workout, meditation, gratitude, and reading during 6 days per week by December 31st of 2017. So again, is it specific? Yes. I'm not just saying I will easily do my morning ritual. No, I am saying what it includes. It includes workout, meditation, gratitude, and so on. Is it achievable? Yes, because I've been doing this during my last year of life. And is it measurable? Yes, I'm saying that during 6 days per week, and I'm setting a deadline. So you see, it's important to see the outcome, what I want to achieve of each one of these goals, and to set each goal in a specific, achievable, and measurable way. That's the second step of this powerful method. And finally, the third step, which is to track your advances, to track your progress on each one of your goals. How you can do this? First of all, you will need to set a deadline. Remember, in my case, I did it. Now it's December of 2016. I set my goals for December of 2017, right? So I set a deadline. Then you will need to set a period of time on how often are you going to check your advances. It can be once in a month, once every 2 weeks, once every week. So you define that. Let's say, for my example, that I want to share amazing moments with my 4 closest friends. I will track this every month. Every month, on the first of every month, I will check. Okay, this month, how was it? Did you talk every 2 weeks with your best friend, with Wilder? Yes or no? Yes the first week, yes the third week. You know, like every 2 weeks. Right. Did you talk with your best friend, Catalina? Yes? Maybe not the third week. Why? Maybe this happened, I had this problem, I realized that it's very often, every 2 weeks. I realized that it's also difficult for her to have the time. You're going to write what you are learning in the process. What are your advances? Okay? But the real power of this is something called accountability. What is accountability? Instead of just doing this process alone, you have 3 ways to do accountability. Method number 1, you are going to choose one friend, one person that is also doing this method. So let's say me and my best friend, we both are designing our goals and tracking our goals every month. So every month we are going to meet each other. It can be face-to-face or by a call, and we are going to do accountability together. So okay, Wilder, which was your first goal? You want to buy your new car. Yeah? So what happened this month? Okay, I'm saving this money. No, to be honest, friend, I spent all of my money in parties. Or he will tell me their advances. And also me. What is the power of this? That we as humans, we don't like to show us as failures in front of others. So when you know that you are doing accountability to others, that gives you a positive impression in order to achieve your dreams, to advance on your goals. Because you know that someone is listening you and is being aware and being like an inspector of your dreams. So that was the first method, to choose a friend. The second method is to do the same but in a group of people. Now it's not just one friend, maybe it's a group of 5, 8, or 10 people, not more than 10. These groups are usually called masterminds, so you can have a mastermind of people that meet each other every month, every 3 months, and they share their advances on this topic. Actually, I want to do a mastermind. If you are interested, leave it in the comments and we can do this exercise together. And the third method, which is the one that I will use it also from this year, is to do it public. You can do a website, or you can do it on your Facebook, or you can upload a video on YouTube, sharing in public your advances in your goals. I learned this from projectlifemastery.com, and I saw that it's very powerful, and I want to do it also. So since that year, you are going to know which are my goals, And I will do accountability with you because I don't want to look as a failure with you. If I made mistakes, you will know which was my mistakes. And we will see if this works or not, or what happened. Yeah, so basically summarizing. This methodology have 3 steps. Step number 1, you are going to define your personal categories for improvement. Step number 2, you are going to define your goals or your dreams per personal category for improvement. And step number 3, you are going to track every month, every 2 weeks, every week, your goals by doing accountability with someone, with a group of people, or in a website or in a public, let's say, tool by internet. Yep, very easy. And as usual, I will give you your exercises. Why? Because you need to take action. That's something that I've been repeating during all my videos, and I will do it always. Because remember, that's what makes real difference between successful and average people. Do you want to be successful or average? Let me know. Okay, exercise number 1. Define your own personal categories for improvement. Right now, take your notebook, take your notes, take a paper, it doesn't matter, and write your personal categories for improvement. Number 1, number 2, number 3. If there are 3, if there are 5, if there are 7, if there are 10, write yours. Define your personal categories for improvement. Exercise number 2. Define your goals for the next 12 months of your life. If you are in December, it's perfect because you can define your goals for the next year. But it doesn't matter if now it's June, August, September. Define just your goals for the next 12 months of your life per category for improvement using the SAM method that I show you. So that's the second exercise. First, define your personal categories for improvement. Second, define your goals. And third, this is what makes real difference. You are going to choose one of your goals, just one, and you are going to take action today, right now. Let's say you have a goal of buying a new car. How you can take action right now? Remember, as Lao Tzu says, a journey of 10,000 miles begins with a simple step. What can be that simple step? Let's go on internet and check which is the car that you like. How much is it? Which color you like? That can be a simple step. Another example. Oh, I want to travel around the world. Okay, the first example. Let's go and check 5 blogs, 5 YouTube channels of bloggers, of travelers that will help you to learn how to travel, which destinations, and so on. That can be your first step. And after doing your first step, you are going to do accountability on the comments of this video. You are going to share what you did. Trust me, that's what makes real difference. Share in the comments. Hey guys, I have this goal to buy a new car. And the step that I did today was to look which is the car that I want. And here is the car that I want. I want a Mazda 3. Final. Hey everyone, I'm Anna. My goal is to travel around the world. And the first step that I did today was to check and subscribe 5 YouTube channels in order to learn tips and things that are going to help me. Here it is. Right? I'm excited to listen which are your goals and which are your advances. In my case, my goal is to define my goals for 2017, and my first step to do accountability with you is to telling right now in this video. If you don't check this on my website on 2017, I will be a failure. I need to do it during these last 3 weeks that have the 2016 to build the website and write my goals and share with you. Okay, I'm very happy to share with you, to share my knowledge and to help you. And if you like this video, thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Also, remember that we have a Facebook fan page where we share the content during the week. See you the next Thursday. I'm Juan Camilo and I'm signing off.